Guys, it's Tristan over here, aka Team Ransom. Guys, it's Tristan over here, aka Team Ransom, coming at you with my weekly review from the Major Mistakes Dynasty. I'm just going to give you a little breakdown of my week this week and give you some of my predictions for the future and what might come. But I do want to congratulate myself on scoring the most fantasy points this season, totaling at 206 fantasy points. Not too bad. Not too bad. So first off on the list, we've got Lamar Jackson, GOAT, literally scoring 23.6 fantasy points. Nothing too crazy, but still got a total of 3 TDs and 16 completions. So I'll take it. Next on the list, we've got Jahmyr Gibbs. A little low on the carries. He only had about 11 carries, but he still pulled off a nice touchdown that saved his fantasy points with 14.6 this week. And then next, we've got Ramondre Stevenson. A whopping 2 touchdowns off a total of 16 yards rushing. One being rushing, one via touchdown to tie the game and take it into overtime. It was crazy on that game-tying touchdown. Then we also got Garrett Wilson, GOAT, 2 touchdowns. Literally had the Garrett Wilson catch, kind of masters the OBJ catch. People are starting to say that he could be one of the greats in the future, and partnered up with Aaron Rodgers, you just never know what's going to happen with that deep ball guy. Next, we've got Zay Flowers, still holding off strong. Even with Johnson joining the team, he's still maintaining his powerful role. Pulled off 5 receptions and 127 yards with 2 tutties. Got 29.7 points. Next in line, we've got a sleeper, Mike Gesicki, who actually stepped in for my tight end this week, George Kittle. They had the bye, but with looks like with the Bengals having a low receiving core, literally he got to step up and make 5 receptions for 100 yards and 2 tutties. So good call. Literally about 24 hours before the game started, I actually dropped Johnson and added Mike Gesicki just because of the T. Higgins move. Next, we've got DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was slept on so bad this season, man. He was a late draft pick for me, and I held on to him, thinking that something would pay off, whether that would be for, his previous team with the Titans, but he got lucky and literally got switched over to the Kansas City Chiefs, man, and he's taken full advantage of his role with Patrick Mahomes, totaling 8 receptions, 86 yards, and 2 tutties. He's definitely coming into a wide receiver 1 role. That's going to be a pretty constant week-to-week point system for him. I feel like he's going to be, in that 8 to 10 reception range, at least 60 to 100 yards, and probably a tutty. The second one, it was close, but nah, D-Hop is D-Hop. Just throwing the ball. Next, I took a wild card on Coker with the Carolina Panthers. He didn't fulfill like I thought he would this week. I thought with Johnson being switched over to the Ravens that he would step up and take a bigger role, which I still feel like he will later on in the season. He's a big body rookie coming in at 6'3", 220 pounds. He still racked up a measly 5.6 fantasy points, a light 2 reception, 36-yard game. I feel like that's going to be low-end totem pole for him. I see him picking it up later in the future in the back end of the season. Yeah, I think he's going to turn out to be a good one too. And then we also got Geno Smith, who turned 3 interceptions into 3 touchdowns. Still didn't come up with the win, but fantasy-wise, I will take it all day, Geno. I know you're a little low-handed on your receiving core, not having DK Metcalf in there, but once he steps back in, I think the 3 touchdown mark is going to be a pretty constant. The 3 interceptions, you got to get rid of those, man. But I think with DK coming in, be able to keep that offense out on the field. Literally, I don't think these interceptions are going to be that big of an issue. As long as they're winning games, man. As long as they're winning games. Yeah. But after that, man, great week. Kudos to Superman OK 91, aka Bend It Over and Take It. He fought hard this week, man, but just didn't pull out the win, man. Good luck to you, and yeah, thank you guys.
Welcome in to the Rookie Mistakes Podcast. I am your host, Trades for Days. And like I've said before, if you're looking at something being a little different looking, I plucked my nose hairs. Hope you've seen it. Yeah, no, I know. I look like No Neck McGee over here. I had a beard hiding my double chin all this time. The light's not really helping me. Shaved off for Halloween for Mrs. Doubtfire costume, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Really hoping I can grow some hair. Need some Rogaine or something. Help bump these numbers up. It took me long enough to grow up the first time. Probably longer now. Sadly, my wife won't even look at me. The kids don't want me. No, I'm kidding. Somewhat, maybe. Probably not. Thank you, Tristan Ransom, for the video of the week. I do appreciate all videos that are sent in. What a week it was. I picked a guide, by God. What a week it was for you. 206 points on the week. Wild. That's the first matchup in Major Mistakes Dynasty, week 9. Sorry, I've not mentioned that before. Tristan's team is 7-2 on the week, or 7-2 on the season, sitting in the second spot. 206 points this week. Very, very nice. And when I looked at his team, I'm like, who didn't perform? Just wild. He beat Bend Over and Take It Chad Crevens, who is 5-4 on the season, sitting in the 6th spot with 146 points this week. Tristan had Ransom. Lamar Jackson, 23. Jahmyr Gibbs, 14. Ramondre Stevenson, 22. Garrett Wilson, 30. What a game. Zay Flowers, 29. Mike Gesicki, what a pickup, 27. Hopkins, what a start, 28. Geno Smith, 25. What a week it was. Like it. On your bench, Trey Benson, 12. Noah Brown, 11. Ray McLeod, 12.5. And that was all. Very nice week. Bend Over and Take It had Joe Burrow with 30 points. 5 touchdowns. What a week. Barkley, 32. James Cook, 11. Cedric Tillman, 19. Consecutive games of plus, I think, 18. Somewhere around there. He's looked pretty damn good. A lot of receptions going his way. Josh Jacobs, 12. Bo Nix, 18. On your bench, Jalen Tolbert, 10. And that was all. Very nice. Just tough matchups when you're going to play somebody that scores 200 freaking points. Sheesh. The next matchup, wow, another big outing right here. Lot Lizard, 15. Stephen Lott, 4-5 on the season, sitting in the 7th spot with 156 points on the week, beating 93 points from Laporta Potty. Sheldon Sturgill, 4-5 on the season. It's a big difference here. Shelky's team looked like this. He had Achan, 32. Kyron, 10. Drake London, 10. Josh Downs, 12. That was it for the starting lineup. On his bench, he had Taysom Hill with 16. Mason Rudolph, 18. Austin Eckler, 17. Xavier Legette, 13. Devontae Adams, 22. He had some guys on their bench that could have helped, but it wouldn't have won, but you definitely would have helped your numbers here. Lot Lizard 15, Stephen Lott. His team look like this. He has Trevor Lawrence 21, Rashad White 12, Kareem Hunt 18, Jacoby Myers 18, Cade Otton, very nice, 21. Looks like he's going to be going off like that for a while. He was hyper targeted. He looks like he's always the guy to look for. Tank Dell 18, Jaden Reed 16, Sam Darnold. I don't know why I'm stiffing my words out here. Sam Darnold 21. On your bench, Herbert with 19. Calvin Ridley 12. Khalil Shakir 11. Theo Johnson 14. And that was all for that matchup. Nice win, Steven. Next matchup, we have Hawk Tua with 118 points on the week, losing to 133 for Viagra Warriors Pedro. Pedro is 5-4 on the season, sitting in the 4th spot. Hawk Tua is 5-4 on the season, sitting in the 5th spot. Hugo Rodriguez, this is what his team looked like. As Kirk Cousins was 17, Chuba Hubbard 21, Joe Mixon 16, St. Brown 18, Kenneth Walker 13, Tony Pollard 18. On his bench, Sanders with the tight end for Carolina, 12. This is what Pedro's team looked like. He had Baker Mayfield, 18. Aaron Jones, 12. Derrick Henry, 26. Jerry Jeudy, 14. Rico Dowdle, 21. Travis Kelce, 22. Jameis Winston, 13. On his bench, he had Aaron Rodgers, 20. And a lot of guys out. Holy cow. A lot of zeros here. Hunter Henry with 12. Jesus, you know you have like 7 people with zeros. Damn. Well, they're all in IR or out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people on your squad with zeros. All because they're IR or out. Wild. It's just funny to look at. Good win, Pedro. Next matchup, we have the Goods. Austin P316. I don't know why I always say it like that, but it just sounds good. 6-3 on the season. Sitting in the 3rd spot with 117 points, losing to Riley Reed option. Austin Mendel with 124 on the week. I think I messed up here. Never mind. Sorry about that. Brain fart. Austin Middle with 124 points on the week, 8-1 on the season, sitting in the 1st spot. He gets the dub with Josh Allen 23, Bijan 21, David Montgomery 12, CeeDee Lamb 16. He's banged up. No so bueno. Darnell Mooney with 19. Evan Ingram 11. Jordan Addison 16. And that is all. Austin's team, the Goods, look like this. He had C.J. Stroud 11. Justin Jefferson 21. Jamar Chase 11. Wild that Chase didn't get a touchdown there. Joe Burrow only threw fucking 5 of them. You would have thought. Brock Bowers 15. Neighbors 14. Roma Dunze 15. Jordan Love 11. Daniel Jones on your bench with 24. Ooh. Man, had you started Daniel Jones over Jordan Love, you would have won. Yeah. You are a case for major mistakes of the week. I won't give it to you. Doesn't mean it is. I've done that pre-ejaculation too many times. Sorry about that. Demario Douglas, 10. Gotta get my mind straight. That was that matchup. I feel like I've been talking for a long time. Woo! What a freaking game we got here. This is a close one. Next matchup, we had Scranton Stranglers, Colton Wimberley. 147 on the week. Loses to 149 from Booty Pleasures. Josh Malone, who is 4-5 on the season, sitting in the 8th spot. Very, very close matchup. Josh's team looks like this. Dak Prescott, 12. Out for the next 4 weeks, at least. Chase Brown, 26. Looks like these numbers are going to keep coming with Moss down. They did sign Khalil Herbert, but I think Brown's got that down. Alvin Kamara, 27. He's going to get a lot of work, being that he's really the only thing they got. Tyreek Hill, 12. Waiting for him to come bounce back to reality. Terry McLaurin, 15. Trey McBride, 12. Tyler Lockett, 15. Jaden Daniels, 19. On your bench, Derek Carr with 13. And that was it. Scranton Stranglers, 3-6 on the season, sitting in the 10th spot. His team looked like this. Matthew Stafford, 18. Breece Lightning, 10. JSN, 37. What a game, career game for him. Devontae Smith, 18. Jake Ferguson, 14. Jalen Hurts, 29. On your bench, nada. Sorry about that matchup. Had you done anything different, maybe? I don't see anything that would have changed anything. No, I think you made pretty well all the right starts. You just didn't get the dub. Chris Olave, had you started Slayton or one of them, you get the win, but nobody's benching Olave. And I think the goods, I believe, gets the major mistakes of the week. Sorry about that. That was really one of the only closest games on the matchup, except this specific one. But in that case, it's just a freak accident for Olave in that reception. It didn't look good. I say that. I'm glad he's doing good, but boy, that was a tough way to go down. Last matchup, we had trades for days. Myself, 0-9 on the season, sitting in the 12th spot, versus notorious CTE Bryce Kippenberger, 3-6 on the season, sitting in the 11th spot with 147 points on the week. Good win here. I say good win. It's a given. You should have. Patrick Mahomes, 24. James Conner, 14. J.K. Dobbins, 24. He still looks very good. Cooper Kupp, 21. Swift. Why do I always... DeAndre Swift. Don't know why I ever stutter on this name. DeAndre Swift, 14. Cortland Sutton, 23. This has been looking pretty good there. 122 yards. Very nice. Touchdown. Tua, 17. On your bench, you had Javonte Williams, 10. Quentin Johnston, 22. And Ray Davis, 17. He looks good. I think he's going to fit right in. Trades for days myself. I had Drake May with 17. Love him. Lad McConkey, 11. Love him. Sterling Shepard, 10. Bryce Young, 10. And that was Joshua Palmer on my bench with 14. And that was it. Thank you to Ransom for giving me a video this week. I do appreciate it. And what a week it was for you. Off to week 10. We're at that halfway. We're past the halfway mark. And I don't know if I've already said it, but again, trades should be done after week 10. So get them in, get them made. If you're not competing, you might consider letting go whatever veterans that you think you can for some picks or younger players. And if you're competing, I'd be trying to trade for them. Be willing to commit, because this is the week. This is the now. Appreciate it. Off to week 10. Good luck.